Hey, remember me? Chuck from Retirement Ain't Easy. It's been a while. It's actually been 4 months since my last post, and I'd like to explain that and maybe catch up on some things on what's happening with this channel. I have some notes because, after all, it's been 4 months. So, 4 months ago, I posted my last video on what was it, April 23rd, and so that I was working on doing a video a week, trying to anyway. And that week came around, and I got to thinking, this is starting to feel like a job. This YouTube stuff is starting to feel like a job, and I don't want to work. So I decided this isn't fun anymore. I don't want to do this. It's a chore coming up with things to talk about. I mean, I am retired. I've been retired now 8 months, and I've learned quite a number of things. So you can ask me questions all you want. But I got to start feeling like it was a job, and I didn't want to do this anymore. I didn't want to be under the crush of trying to put out a video once a week and then doing other things as well. So I just stopped. I'd actually recorded a video and about this way back the 1st of May, I think, saying I wasn't going to do this anymore, and I just never posted it. Never got around to posting it. It's probably sitting somewhere on my hard disk somewhere. So anyway, I just dropped off the face of the earth. I didn't drop off of YouTube. I still watch all you guys, Steve's Corner and Buzz's Garage, and 401k Dexter's, and a bunch of other people. I've been keeping track of you guys and what you've been doing, but I just haven't been any desire to post and talk about myself or what's been going on in retirement. So what I decided to do is just post every once in a while, and tell you what I've learned over the last 8 months or so and what I've been doing as far as retirement and stuff. So to catch you up real quick, back in May, I guess, we got a dog, little bitty dog. I guess you'd call it I think she's 80% Shih Tzu, so she's like real tiny. And we had a dog a number of years ago, a big Labrador Retriever kind of dog, and he got really old. I think I was 12 years old and wasn't able to get around anymore, so we had to send him away on across the Rainbow Bridge. That was a tough time, but that was back in 2018 or 19, I believe. So we haven't had a dog since. Number two, dog in May, and a new granddaughter in June. My youngest son and his wife, who had got married last November, they had their daughter at the end of June, and we're very happy about that. Seen her a couple times now. They live quite a ways up the road here in Texas, but we go and see them every now and then. She is 2 months old, heading in 2 months and a couple weeks, something like that. So growing fast. Wow, it's amazing from the first pictures to now. And she's, not saying words, but starting to speak Googles and all that kind of stuff. So this is my second grandchild. My first grandchild, my grandson, Jamie, he turned 10 in August. So I have a 10-year-old fifth grader. Wow, grandson. This time's just flowing by. Number three thing in June as well, actually a week before my granddaughter was born, had a car wreck. Everyone's okay from that. Insurance is dealing with that. So we're down to one vehicle now, which is a blessing and a curse because number one, we're down to one vehicle. So if my wife's gone, like right now to Walmart or whatever, I don't have a vehicle. I can't just pick up and take off. But one of the pros is, unfortunately, a con as well, is that truck only had 3 more payments left, sadly. So I don't have to pay that truck payment anymore, and my insurance basically cut in half as well, my auto insurance. Our plans right now are not to get another vehicle until next year. Number four, in July, I volunteered for a kids rock camp kind of like your school rock kind of thing. We have one here nearby, and I volunteered for that. It was a 2 week session. The first week was all boys, and I participated in that, and I was teaching, kids how to play bass guitar. We were helping. I think I was working with a group of about 10-year-olds or so, and we helped them write a song, and we helped them practice it, and then they showcased that in front of all the parents, grandparents, friends, and all. So that was fun. That was the first week. Unfortunately, that week I woke up the following week, which was going to be the girls' week, sick as a dog, and I was sick for three and a half days. I missed that whole week with the Chicks Who Rock, Girls Who Rock camp. So I came back at the end, and really everything was taken care of by then. So, but Kids Who Rock is a nonprofit organization here where I live in Texas. One of the local ladies runs it here, and it happens every summer. So this was my first summer, and I'm looking forward to next summer already, getting together with those. Um, Along the lines of music, I released two more songs to my music channel. You can check those out. I'll put a link probably down below. They're on Spotify as well. If you find me on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio, I'm on there now. Bandcamp.com. Just search for my name, and you'll find I have 4 songs out right now, released right now. And I haven't been working on any songs lately. I've been doing some other things that I'll get to here in a minute. So I've taken up fishing. I haven't fished since I was a kid, really. And back when you used cane poles, and a bobber, and you just sat there on the bank and hope to catch a fish. But I have taken up fishing because my grandkids, my grandson and we call him our grandson, but he's not really biologically our grandson, but he's our grandson. We just feel it that way. Anyway, they've taken up fishing, and we went fishing, went and visited my mom. We bring them with us when we go see my mom in Mississippi, and we went and got fishing poles, and we went out to a couple of ponds / lakes, I guess more like ponds, and fished. Didn't catch anything, but now got the fishing bug, came home from that trip, and went on Amazon, and I have a fishing pole now, one of those retractable ones, because I like to carry it. I got a tackle box. We've gone fishing here locally, but it's just too hot. The 3 times that I've been fishing so far have been like in the mid 90s to 100 degrees, especially here in Texas. And but I did catch a fish. I caught my first fish since I don't even think I remember ever catching a fish as a kid, but I did catch my first fish. My grandson said it was a largemouth bass over here in a pond at a park that's like barely a mile up the road here from my house. So that was cool. But I told my grandkids I wasn't going fishing again until the weather got below 90, until the temperature got below 90. I did go to one of our, we have what we call Academy Sports store, a sporting goods store, and I have a fishing license now for Texas, freshwater fishing license. That's a first. I've never had a fishing license, so I own a fishing license now. Let's see. I've taken up scale modeling. If you don't know what that is, that's model cars, model tanks, those kind of things. So I've gotten into scale modeling. I did that as a kid, 12-year-old kid, building military models. Back in the day when they had, if you ever built models as a kid, you remember the old monogram models with the Patton tanks and the armed troop carriers and things like that. I built a lot of those kind of models when I was a kid. I'd say 7th, 8th grade, whatever that age is. And most of those models, or all those models, ended up being burnt in mock battles. We'd take them out and we'd put them in the dirt, and we put model army men around them. And with lighter fluid, usually we would light them up. It was a different time. We could do whatever we wanted when we were kids. So now I'm working on a model that my kids got me for Father's Day about 5 years ago, I want to say. 5 years ago, they got me a model of a Captain America. I'm a Captain America fan, if you didn't know that. And so I've been working on that model. So once I finish this video, I'm going to go work on that model. I'm almost done. I'm painting them right now. So And I have a whole stack of models now that I'm going to be working on, and you know, maybe I'll show one here one of these days. But I'm into model making. I think the last model, plastic model I ever made was my first year in college, 1982. Um, I had R2D2 and C3PO models. Put those together. I don't know what happened to those. Well, I remember they used to be displayed on a TV set when we were at college, but I don't know what happened to them after that. Now, as a kid, when I was like in first, second grade, I put together models of the Gemini space program. I remember the first spacewalk. There's a model for that. I had that model. I do remember that, and I think some of the original Apollo stuff. I had those models as a kid as well. So I've been doing modeling as a kid a lot, but you know, I'm getting back into it as an adult, which is kind of cool because I can actually go spend the money on proper airbrushing things and the paints and stuff. Whereas a kid, you either couldn't find those things or you were just lucky to have a model with the glue. You didn't have the paint to make it look good or create dioramas and that kind of stuff. So anyway, scale modeling now. I backed off on vinyl purchasing. I still have my collection here in my room, my music room here, but I really backed off on vinyl collection buying here. The last one I bought was the recent release of Van Halen's For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge Special Edition. I bought that. But otherwise, I haven't really bought any vinyl. I think it's because there's so many people now, and I blame the millennials, buying albums now, that the prices have just gone through the roof. You used to be able to go to like half price books and buy a used album for, you know, $8, or even go to a garage sale and buy a used album for like $2. Now, if you go to a garage sale, I know my son goes to garage sales a lot. He'll message me, "Hey, I got this album here, Kiss album, for instance. Do you want it?" And I say, "How much?" And they're like, "Oh, they want like $15." I'm like, "No, hell no, not a used album for $15." So, a lot of people buying albums now. I've watched some videos of kids. When I say kids, they're like, you know, early 20s, maybe something like. They're buying vinyl and they're, you know, happy about it. But I don't think they even listen to the vinyl. I don't even think they put it on a record player and listen to it. I think they're just buying it like they're buying postage stamps, collecting stamps, that kind of thing. So anyway, I mean, I am a vinyl collector, but I'll sit here and listen to them. I'll take them out and listen to them when I get the chance. Still playing guitar. Some of these are for sale, by the way, if you're interested. Not the Gibsons, but like that purple one there is for sale, for instance, and maybe that Flying Bee green. Anyway. Still playing guitar. I am working on new music. Hope to get some songs out here in the next month or two. Have a lot of ideas. Collect a lot of ideas on my voice memo app here on my phone. What I've been working on is couple hours of acoustic music set, and I really like to go play somewhere, a coffee shop or just a happy hour for a couple hours somewhere. Just get up there and play acoustic songs and sing along. Or go busking. You know, if you know what busking is, that's where you take your guitar and you go stand on the corner in downtown or something like that and play, and not even ask for money, but you know, you put your guitar case open, maybe you'll make a few bucks. But I'd like to go do that too. So I'm doing that, working on acoustic, learning more on the guitar. I've been watching videos lately of you know, I've been playing guitar a long time, but I really never focused on all the triads. I know what a triad is, but I never really practiced them and learned them. So I've been doing that for the last few days. And so I'm learning the triads. So that's pretty much everything. That catches you all up. Today, this video is being recorded on September 3rd. You know, Labor Day was yesterday, which to me was just another day, just no mail. As far as retirement's going, we are doing just fine. Paying on bills, still have a mortgage. You know, I'm one of those guys that retired with a mortgage and car payments, but we're doing it, and I've got enough money to last quite a while. If you've watched videos with my wife's doing fine. She loves the dog. You know, that keeps her busy. It's like another toddler. It's like having a toddler, I swear. Every morning when I come down, Molly is her name. Molly will roll over and want a stomach rub before I can do anything else. I have to say hello to her and rub her stomach, or she won't let me go. So that's what I am right now. I'll try to get these out more regularly, but I just don't want to do this whole like it's a job once a week thing. I still do my blog though. I still write on my blog. I enjoy that. Haven't worked anymore on any book ideas or anything like that. But so I hope you haven't given up on me. Still here. The next video I did promise a video on my finances. In fact, I was supposed to have done that back in July. So I'll probably do one here pretty soon and break down my finances on how I'm doing things, where I'm getting my money from, the percentages that come from my pension and my Social Security and all that. So I'll follow up on that if you're still interested on that, and maybe share some information on some of my other hobbies I'm doing, and I'll definitely promote my music, of course. So go follow me on my music channel, Chuck, CHUCK, Sturgeon, STURGEON. Go search for that. You'll find my music channel on Spotify as well, and like me. Like this video, subscribe if this is your first time you ever see me. Chuck, retirement ain't easy. Come hang out with me. I'll try to be more regularly, but it ain't gonna be once a week. I can tell you that. I have too much other stuff going on. All right. So you take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.